What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Power Play with CJ. We talked about this. I mean, I've talked about it a couple times, but Slava Voynov's assault charges and spousal abuse, domestic violence, charges are up. And reading the reports out of L.A. with what he was doing to his wife, really, I think someone tweeted, it makes Ray Rice look like child's play, and I don't like making light of these situations, but yeah, really some really bad shit. Push his wife's head through a TV, giving her a facial laceration, kicked, choked, bruised, scrapes. And I don't think this was a one-time thing either. Then Dean Lombardi's quote really didn't help when he said something along the lines of, and I'll pull up the exact quote. I saved it because it was just that moronic. He'd hate to see one incident derail Voynov's hockey career. Here it is. Quite frankly, I'm beyond caring about reinstatement or cap relief. My biggest concern that if he's charged with a felony, this one incident could jeopardize Slava's entire career. Well, first of all, Dino's a Massachusetts guy, someone I respect and admire as a hockey mind, and again, a fellow masshole like me. But that may have been one of the dumbest comments I think I've ever heard. Without the risk of sounding hyperbolic, that's just the way it is. I mean, this isn't just a one-shot deal either. I think there was legitimate trends of abuse going on, and wasn't, he got caught up with them, and I think we've seen the last of him in the NHL. If these reports are true, which I see no reason why they're not, I don't think he'll play a game in the NHL ever again, and then that's up to the league and the Kings to figure out what to do with the contract, because I know they just inked him to an extension. Was it last about a year and a half ago in the playoffs, 2013? So let's I just wish kind of Lombardi kept that in mind. Kept the well-being of Voynov's wife in mind when before he said that. But that's neither here nor there. Looking at it as a as a sport, stepping back and being looking at the bigger picture, reminds me a little bit of the Aaron Hernandez thing as a Patriots fan. The thing where he was a career criminal, where you watch this guy on the ice or on the field, what have you, and they're one way out there and it's like, wow, it's great, and then once the final buzzer goes, they're psychopaths. In Voynov's case, he was beating the piss out of his wife regularly, kind of like, was it Bing Crosby from the Rat Pack? He used to really lay in with his wife. That's part of the reason Sinatra hated him. And the other thing is with Hernandez, like, oh yeah, he's got tattoos, kind of a bad boy. And not only is he a bad boy, he's going out and committing, murders every, bang, bang, bang. He's connected to 3 or 4, and I think the final tally would be close to 12, but that's the end of that. I just think so often we look at athletes a certain way, and we don't look at, I'm not saying all athletes are murderers or wife beaters, not in the least. The 99.9% of them are great people. But I just think we got to kind of take the blinders off, as sports fans, as a society, and look at the reality of the situation. And again, I think Voynov does jail time. That goes back to Russia plays in the KHL. That's, if I had to bet, that's what happens. He's obviously not an American citizen, so deportation's definitely on the table. So we'll see what happens. It should be I just. You don't care about hockey in times like this. You care about the victim, which is Voynov's wife, and anyone that has a backbone and is a member of society should be like, that's that's screwed up. That has no place here, and he should be dealt with accordingly. Anyway, that's on this episode of the Power Play with CJ. Stay tuned for more episodes for the season and beyond. Later, guys.